Okay. Hey, here we go. All right, this is, you know, warming up or something. Hello, Portland. This is our first cooler day in a while, and whew, I hate this 100, I can't even talk. I think it must be drinking time. Go get some of that Rogue, man. Okay. You know, listen to that. No noise. I want to thank Tommy Armstrong at the EMG Pickup Company for sending me some more pickups. I love EMG pickups. They are quiet. If you plug this in and have the volume up all the way and it's loud, it doesn't make any sound. I love that. I have them in almost all of my basses except the Rickenbacker, and because they don't make one for that. And a bunch of my guitars, they're all going to be EMG pickup outfitted. But I love this. This is single coil. This is the RA5 Pro. It's a pre-made. They actually make the pickguard for you, and you just drop it in and plug up a couple of wires. It couldn't be more simple. So even Strat players can dig it. But today I want to talk about one of my albums, and that album is Born to Rock Forever, which was the last album that I actually recorded and released as a Wild Dogs record. And it had Dave Hathaway on it, and Vito Sin, and pretty much me on most everything else. But I redid a few songs that I put on different albums, like the Southern Fried Steel record, and let's see, Down and Dirty, and Higher Education, which is out of print. And so anyway, it's probably my best storytelling album ever. Born to Rock Forever is about, it's about Dean Castronovo. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Dean. Well, I met him 40 years ago. 40. I didn't think I'd make 40. So keep having birthdays, pal. I saw that on the news and immediately wrote this song. When I was busted in Rome, tossed out of Paris, France, got caught with a queen in her underpants. I'll always get away 'cause I'm just being me. I'm born to rock forever, and you know, it's about the old days when you get busted for trash in a hotel room and or whatever, and just pay the people off and you skate on to the next town. But today it's different, you know. I mean, rock and roll had so much more to offer in the 70s. But today, as this song goes, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. I don't think you're a criminal 'cause you like to smoke some weed. I don't think you're a sexual demon 'cause you like to get what you need. I really, truly just don't care about anybody else's affairs. I can't stop being me. 'Cause I'm damned. I'm gonna do what I want. Damn, I'm gonna be who I want. Damn. You know, really, the song is about freedom, right? Who you think they're fooling on the 24 News? Every got a law against everything. Well, they did that, except drinking lots of blues. I really, truly just don't care about anybody else's affair. I got something to say. Don't worry about me. But I'm damn. I'm gonna do what I want. Damn. I gotta be who I want. Damn. Where are we? Then, this is about my, it's called My Kind of Party, and it used to be called Drinking All Night, but I wanted to use this as an ad. Once I start, I just can't stop. I've been drinking beers like they was soda pop. I've been going all day since 9 a.m. And if I wake up tomorrow, I'll do it again. Jägermeister and Absolute, only the good stuff for me. I only like that high quality stuff to multiply what I see. Drinking all night, that's my kind of party, yeah. Drinking all night, you know what I mean. Yeah. Bloody Mary in the morning's nice. By afternoon, it's Jack Daniels on ice. I have a glass of wine around supper time. And I'll wash it all down with a Corona and a lime. Jägermeister and Absolute, only the good stuff for me. You better believe it, baby. I multiply what I see. Drinking all night. That's my kind of party. And that song, the inspiration came from my grandfather, who was a Scotsman, and he would guzzle down, 2/5 of, what did he drink? Canadian Mist? No, what is that other bourbon? I don't know. I don't drink bourbon. It doesn't like me. It always comes back out. It finds its way out. Canadian Club is what he drank. But when we'd go to the beach, like we go, in summer for a weekend or 3 or 4 days, him and his friend, she was a firecracker, man. Yeah, this Italian lady. There's always Italian ladies. But they'd wake up in the morning and have Bloody Marys, and then they'd move to beer, and they couldn't drink hard alcohol till 5 o'clock. But by 5 o'clock, they drank so much beer they didn't need the bourbon. And that always kind of stuck with me. I was doing that from when I was about 7 years old. But my grandpa was a great guy. He was a boxing manager, and he used to manage and train the featherweight or lightweight. He was a lightweight guy. His name was Richard Sue. He was a champion. They would go all over the world and box, man. So he had a gym here in Portland, Oregon, and he'd take me over there. And I was a couple of years younger than my uncle, his son, who was a real shit ass. He didn't like it very well, and he'd show me these combinations that I'd knock him out, like this, boom, boom, like that, and the guy'd be on the floor. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I had a pretty funny childhood. Colorful people. It was, it was the 60s and 70s, so it was a different time. Actually, my grandfather was the person who got me into music. He was a drummer in the 40s in swing bands. That's how he made his living. He made a damn good living until he got a spot in his lung because, everybody smoked and there was no HVAC, so it was just a smoky, when they talk about smoky rooms, they were really dangerous. Oh, man, this is just awesome. I got this guitar. Here's a funny story. I got this guitar. It's a 80s Japanese-made Squire by Fender, and Debbie and I were going down to the video store in Selwood, and across the street was a pawn shop. Now it's like a tower. It's, what is it, Flatwater Towers, and yeah, I mean, it's all built up, and the place is ruined now. It used to have some charm. But I said, I'm going to go across the street. I walked in, I'm looking around, and the guy behind the counter is eyeballing me, and he's saying, "Can I help you?" I said, "Well, what are you looking for?" I said, "I'm looking for guitars. Usually they at pawn shops have guitars." "Yeah, I got some guitars." "Okay, where are they?" "They're behind the counter." "Well, can I see them?" "No." I said, "Well, you're not a very good salesman." He goes, "Well, they got a police hold on them, so I can't show them to you until the police hold is up." "Okay. When's that?" 6 days from now." "Okay," so I waited the 6 days, and this is the time when I had no money. I mean, totally had no money. I hadn't gone to school yet, and hadn't started working anywhere, and going to school in PCC really changed my whole outlook because I realized, hey, I can make a lot of money working on movies. But this wasn't that time. I was painting apartments for Kip Doran, my friend, who I said some weird stuff on Facebook that was true. He didn't like that because he was on the PTA of his daughter's school. So, I don't know. Kip, if you're watching out there, hi, how are you? He played guitar in a lot of bands, an evil genius. But I called back on the morning that he told me to, right when they opened. I said, "Well, I'm calling about the guitar, and can I come and see it?" He said, "Sure." So I go there, and it is this white vanilla ice cream Strat vintage reissue Squire. And Fender was making this. Kip had one that was made by Fender, but this was made, it says Squire on it. But Yngwie even played Squires. And in fact, I helped him take one apart one night after a gig in Sacramento that we did. And Yngwie Malmsteen, as he says. My mouth's messed up, so it's hard for me to say. And it was an amazing guitar. And I had to deal with DiMarzio. As Steve Boucher said, it's the welfare system for musicians. And every company has a department. And the guy from EMG, I played an EMG pickup. Well, here, let's finish the story. So I called him up and I said, I want a couple humbucking Strat pickups. And so he sent me that, and they sent me a Exit 2N single coil model. So I was outfitted with an awesome guitar then, and a little work on it, and bingo. So I love this guitar. Anyway, the guy says, well, it has a gig bag, so I'll have to charge $65. 65. Okay, I'll take it. And I've gotten really lucky on a lot of stuff like that, and especially Straight Up Music, who puts all these Korean Fenders that are real Fenders by the factory in Korea, and they're kind of valuable. But they always go for like $50. And so good deals where you find it. And so I got the guitar and played it, and I've had it since 1990. what was it, 1995, I think, 94? Put a new bridge on this and then put the new pickups in, and it's taken me about a week to set it up, and this is just awesome. I wrote quite a few songs on this. I didn't go crazy buying guitars until Guitar Center opened, and then they were practically giving the guitars away. This Jackson that I was trying to sell, I realized is like worth 3 times as much as I was asking, and that has EMG pickups in it. That's the first guitar I put EMG pickups in. So I'm not selling that one now. It's actually a really nice guitar. I was selling all this stuff at the beginning of the summer because I didn't have much room, and well, most all of it's here. So since people are playing gigs now, maybe people will want the 4 awesome PA cabinets I have. 2 118 cubes made by JMac that have professional audio systems, 18s in them, and it's a couple of PV 115s with a horn, the bigger ones, and I want $400 for the whole bunch. So it's $100 a camera. So anyway, where was I? Oh, Born. It was a tune when I bought it. Okay, so this is a song I wrote about sports fanatics before I became one. Called Watching the Game. You know, a lot of my songs I write and then that becomes my reality, which is kind of weird. So, like Living on the Street, I wrote that, and homeless people weren't around back then. At least you didn't see them. There were so many, and this is why you didn't see homeless people back in the 80s. There were, probably 1,500 cheap hotel rooms throughout the downtown area and lower southeast and over by the Coliseum. And, where flop houses is what they were. And you could get a room that held 4 people for $10. So you could take a shower down the hall and live inside at night. And they tore everything down in, Portland Progress. And, well, you know what happened. The place went to shit. So it's all pretty now, but that's why we got so many homeless people around here. It's not that they can't afford the rent, because they used to be able to. They couldn't afford the rent then, but they could afford a $10 room for 3 or 4 people for the night. What they did during the day, I don't know. Some people, when me and Vito practiced over on Water Avenue at this mini storage, he had a big room, but there was a lot of people who just had closets that would store their sleeping gear in there. They'd come at night, and they grab their sleeping gear and go across the street to an abandoned warehouse and sleep on the dock. And, wow, that was 90. And it was whenever Vito Sin was making the Sin record, Runes of Odin. A spectacular death metal album, and I don't really like death metal, but I like that. But Watching the Game, it names every basketball and football team and baseball team I could think of. And I wanted to get Dan Aykroyd to do the intro, but he must have been busy because he didn't return my phone calls. You meet your friends at the Gizmo bar. They got an autographed poster of a football star who got drunk once there back in 1979. They got a 52-inch big screen TV A Cadillac disc against NBC, and there's a waitress down there. You gotta see her to believe her. Wow, baby, I want to relieve her. Oh yeah. Now I wrote this like when Jeff and Danny and I were. Oh no, it was when I was with the. I recorded it with Jeff and Danny. Actually, Jeff and a drummer and I, and that must have been early '90s. So 52-inch screen TVs big screen TVs were not normal back then. Now, they got 90-inch TVs. Well, I'm not going to play the rest of the album because I'm just messing around here. So I suggest if you want to get it, they have it at iTunes and on eBay, and you can go to my site, usmetal.com, and right at the top of the page, the first page, there's a banner link to takes you to eBay. So click that and you're off. Or you can buy it from my site, but it's free shipping from eBay. I also sell it at Amazon, but they tack on so many fees, man. Wow. Well, I'm down in the basement. I'm hotter than hell. Oh, yeah, the t-shirt I'm wearing. This is Hammerhawk. It's a band. They call them the Dutch Motorhead because they're like Motorhead and they're from Holland. And Paul Van Riswick and Thijs. Thijs is no longer with us by circumstances that I don't think he could control, but he was a great guy, and I'm friends with his wife, Yolanda, his widow, and she's doing something else in another part of Holland, a big farm. She's got big, huge war horses. It's pretty cool. Lovely people. The last time I saw them in person was at the Headbangers Open Air Festival that we played in Germany in 2008, and I went to Holland in 2002 and met some of my most long-lasting friendships on that trip. And I'd like to thank Steve Broy for making that happen. But I think I've talked long enough for now. I was born to rock, yeah. I was born to rock. I was born to rock. Don't you know I was born to rock? That's right. I think I'm going to be born to shut this off. And thank you for watching. This is US Metal TV. I'm Matt McCourt. And it's August 17th, 2021. And I will talk to you later. Good night.